Question 91 says A1 times A2 plus A2 times A3 plus A3 times A4 plus A4 times A5 plus A5 times A6. And it defines what this means, A sub 1, A sub 2. It says if A sub k equals 1 over k for any positive integer value of k, and k is a positive integer, what is the value of the expression above? So, in other words, A sub 1 would be 1 over 1, because in this case k is 1. A sub 2, so now that k is 2, would be 1 over 2. So we could rewrite this as the fractions. So A sub 1 is 1 over 1 times A sub 2, 1 over 2, then plus A sub 2, which is 1 over 2, times A sub 3, which is 1 over 3, plus A sub 3, 1 over 3, A sub 4, 1 over 4, plus A sub 4 times A sub 5, so that's 1/4 times 1/5, and then 1/5 times 1/6. Okay, now when we do this, we first have to multiply before we add these together. So we have to multiply each one of these together and then try and add. When you multiply fractions, you multiply the numerators together and the denominators. So 1 over 1 times 1 over 2, we'll do 1 times 1, which is 1. 1 times 2 is 2, so that's just 1/2. Here we have 1 times 1, just 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 1, 1. 4 times 5, 20. And then 1/5 times 1/6, we'll get 1 over 30. Okay, now it's important to remember that when adding fractions, you have to have common denominators. So quickly we could just tell right away that we don't have common denominators, so we have to find the least common multiple. So what does 2 go into? What does 6 go into? 12, 20, and 30 all go into. And we'll figure out that that number will be 60. So the new denominators for each of these fractions will be 60. And of course we'll have to find the new numerators that go along with each fraction. So to change 1/2 to 60, or the denominator 2 to 60, we have to multiply 2 by 30. So we have to multiply the numerator by 30 as well. So 1 times 30 would be 30. Here, to change 6 into 60, I'd multiply by 10. So multiply the numerator by 10, and we'll get 10. 12 times 5 is 60, so then 1 times 5 is 5. 20 times 3 is 60. 1 times 3 is 3. 30 times 2 is 60. So I'll have to do 1 times 2, and we'll get 2. Now we'll add these up. And then when we add our fractions, we're going to keep the numerator the same. And we're just going to keep the denominator the same. And we're just going to add the numerators. So our answer is going to have 60 in the denominator. And then we'll just add up these numerators. 30 plus 10 is 40. Plus 5 is 45. Plus 3 is 48. Plus 2 is 50. So these fractions add up to 50 over 60. And we look and we see that's not an answer choice. But we can reduce this. 50 and 60 have a common factor. 10 goes into both of them. So if we divide the top by 10, we'll end up with 5. Divide the denominator by 10, end up with 6. So 50 over 60 is the same as 5 over 6. So our answer is C.